The crown did not fall from the sky. It grew from your endurance. The storm tested you, the silence refined you, and now the decree has been spoken. The royal architects have finished their work. Within you stands a house no hand of man could build. Walls of wisdom, floors of mercy, pillars of truth. Each brick remembers a battle. Each window opens toward grace. You do not enter this house. You become it. The foundation was laid when you refused to break. The light in its chambers burns with every time you chose forgiveness over fury. Heaven has sealed the gates and called your name among the chosen. You, who walked through ruins and called it preparation. You, who turned wounds into wisdom. The crown was never for decoration. It is the proof of endurance, a symbol forged in fire and sanctified by surrender. The royal house stands, not in marble or gold, but in the quiet authority of a soul that refused to bow to despair. And now, as dawn touches the horizon of your destiny, the heralds whisper through the wind, "Rise, heir of endurance, your coronation has come." It gleams not with gold, but with gratitude. There are no chandeliers, only light that breathes. Every tear you shed became mortar, silent but eternal. Every act of kindness became a cornerstone, invisible yet unshakable. The corridors hum with remembrance. Each hallway whispers the lessons you carried, the ones no one saw you learn. The air itself is sacred here, filled with the fragrance of patience and prayer. The throne inside is not carved of stone or iron. It is your conscience, steady, luminous, uncorrupted by noise. Upon it sits your true self, robed in humility, wearing the quiet authority of someone who has faced the storm and chosen peace. This palace of spirit stands in defiance of decay. It is not a place to escape the world, but a fortress to face it with grace. Here, guilt dissolves into gratitude. Regret bows to revelation. And in every chamber, the divine presence moves, not as a distant king, but as a constant breath. When you walk through this palace, you do not hear applause, you hear stillness, and in that stillness, heaven speaks softly. This is the house endurance built. This is the realm where love reigns. Royalty isn't given to bloodlines. It's granted to those who bleed for good. It is not inherited. It is initiated through trial, purified through loss, and sealed through mercy. Heaven does not hand crowns to the comfortable. It crowns those who stood upright when everything bent against them. The throne of this kingdom is invisible to the proud, yet radiant to the broken who kept their light. Every battle you faced was not punishment, but proof. Every time you chose patience over vengeance, heaven carved your name deeper into the royal registry of the Spirit. The decree was whispered before your birth. You shall rule not over men, but over fear. You shall carry the scepter of self-mastery, and your kingdom shall be peace wherever you walk. Your royal seal is not gold, it's grace. Your inheritance is not land, it's legacy. Your wealth is not measured in treasures, but in truth. The heavens are not distant, they are witnesses. They have watched your endurance, your silence, your mercy when vengeance called. They have seen you rebuild what betrayal broke. And now, a proclamation echoes through eternity. Behold, the chosen have risen, the royal houses are complete. You stand among them, not as a servant, but as an heir. Walk with quiet authority. Speak with the calm of kings. Rule your realm with compassion, for your word now carries weight in the unseen. Verse 1 Peter 2 verse 9, You are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation. Sparkles click join to walk among the first chosen ones, the newly crowned keepers of royal spirit, whose legacy is virtue and whose power is peace. The royal house does not arrive with thunder, it settles in silence. Its first sign is not wealth, but peace. The same spaces that once suffocated you now feel strangely calm. The noise that used to stir anxiety now fades beneath an invisible order. You begin to notice subtle confirmations, dreams of radiant halls, of crowns made of light, of standing within vast rooms you've never seen, yet somehow remember. These are not fantasies. They are glimpses of your inner architecture. The second sign, a newfound stillness. You find yourself choosing peace over proving, silence over spectacle, truth over triumph. The royal heart no longer wrestles for validation. It knows its worth. The third sign, alignment. Old chaos loses permission to stay. Relationships that thrive in deceit quietly fall away. Environments built on pride no longer feel like home. You are being moved, room by room, into sacred order. The fourth sign, illumination. Revelation begins to rise within you like dawn over marble floors. You hear the divine whisper in ordinary moments, in the rhythm of your breath, in the pattern of your patience. This is the royal house revealing itself through your humanity. Not a mansion of stone, but a temple of peace. Not a symbol of power, but of presence. And when the world looks at you and cannot explain your serenity, smile gently, for they do not see the palace standing within you. These are the signs. Sudden peace where turmoil once reigned. Vivid dreams of crowns, halls, or radiant cities. A deep sense of home within your own spirit. Heaven's message is clear. The foundation has been laid. The royal house stands. The royal house was never built for comfort. It was built for counsel. Its halls are not meant for applause, but for wisdom. Every chamber holds an echo of what you learned through endurance. You are not called to rest upon a throne. You are called to speak from it. People will come to you not for luxury, but for light. They will seek your presence not for privilege, but for peace. You are not a ruler of wealth, but a steward of meaning. The grant was given so that the weary could find refuge in your stability, so that those lost in confusion might walk through your calm and rediscover hope. The royal house you inhabit is a lighthouse, not a fortress. Its gates are open for mercy, its torches burn for guidance, its rooms are filled with the scent of forgiveness. You were not crowned to be admired, you were crowned to inspire. Your crown is the symbol of responsibility, not rank. It commands not subjects, but souls. Remember this, heaven never grants power for pride. The throne you stand upon is made of trials overcome, and it remains steady only when you serve from it with humility. Let your counsel be your crown. Let your compassion be your scepter. Let your every word carry the fragrance of heaven's justice and tenderness. The royal decree upon your life is not rule over them, but lift them. For true kingship is not domination, it is divine restoration. The purpose of the grant is clear. You were given a royal house so that others might find their way home through your light. The gates have opened. The trumpets of dawn sound softly, not to summon an army, but to awaken a soul. The veil between the old and the ordained has lifted, and heaven is calling you to step inside fully. No guilt, no apology, no shrinking. This is not arrogance. It is acceptance. You are not stealing glory. You are standing in it. The crown has already been crafted from the metal of your endurance. It waits, gleaming, upon the altar of divine timing. The ceremony is not public. It happens in the quiet place where your heart finally says yes. The moment you choose peace over penance, the gates swing wide. Do not delay your entrance with doubt. The longer you hesitate, the louder your fears will grow. The royal house does not demand perfection, it demands presence. Step across the threshold as you are, scarred, softened, and sanctified. Angels record this hour. They note not the garments you wear, but the courage you carry. The court of heaven does not require witnesses, It recognizes obedience. You have earned this peace through perseverance. You have passed through storms, fire, and silence, yet still you rose. The gates now stand open not because of who you were, but because of who you became. The banners of your lineage, the unseen kind, unfurl in radiant silence. The inscription upon them reads, "Crowned by endurance, enthroned by grace." The ceremony begins the moment you believe it. Step forward, heir of light. The palace awaits your arrival. You are not a guest here. You are the heir, not of blood, but of becoming. The key was always in your hands. You just forgot you forged it through perseverance. The walls of this house recognize your spirit. They breathe when you enter, as if welcoming a long-lost sovereign home. The air bends around your presence, whispering, "At last, the heir remembers." You do not walk these corridors as a servant seeking approval. You glide through them as one who finally knows their worth. For humility is not shrinking. It is standing tall without arrogance. You once begged for what was already yours. You asked for doors to open, not realizing you were the architect. Every prayer was a blueprint, every act of faith a stone. Heaven did not build apart from you. It built through you. So rise now, not as a survivor, but as a sovereign of spirit. You do not need validation. Your endurance has already been notarized by eternity. The crown upon your heart is invisible, but undeniable. Remember, your lineage is light. You come from resilience, not royalty. You were forged, not favored. The throne recognizes the ones who never sought it. In this divine kingdom, titles mean nothing, truth does. And your truth is this: you are the living proof that grace can grow from ashes. Humility is your crown jewel, the one no thief can steal. Wear it quietly, for it outshines every gem of pride. You are not here to be worshipped. You are here to witness what heaven built within you. Let the world see the calm authority of someone who no longer strives to belong. You already do. You are the house, the air, the harmony. The royal house within you begins to manifest in both realms, seen and unseen. Heaven leaves fingerprints on the physical, so you'll know this wasn't imagination. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. The first sign, warmth in the chest. It comes suddenly, often when you help another, forgive an enemy, or speak truth with grace. It is the pulse of divine presence, the fire in the throne room of your heart. When you feel it, know this: the crown is active. The king walks your halls. The second sign, desire to cleanse and simplify. You begin to declutter your home, not from boredom, but from calling. The outer order mirrors the inner throne. Dust leaves your shelves as doubt leaves your spirit. You start to realize, I can't carry clutter into a kingdom. The third sign, grace under pressure. Situations that once broke you now find you unbothered. You handle storms with steady eyes and a calm heart. The palace does not tremble when thunder sounds outside, and neither do you. The fourth sign, elevation of speech. You no longer waste words on fear. Complaints feel foreign to your tongue. Gratitude feels like your native language. Even silence becomes sacred, your new dialect of royalty. The fifth sign, light in dreams. You may see radiant halls, staircases of stars, or crowns woven of flame. These are not fantasies. They are reminders. Your spirit is walking through rooms heaven has already finished. Every sign points to the same truth. You have entered the royal house of peace. You will feel the change in small ways first. Softer mornings, clearer thoughts, a strange joy that doesn't fade. These are your confirmations. You are not waiting for the crown, you are wearing it. You are not seeking the kingdom, you are standing in it. And every heartbeat now echoes heaven's quiet declaration, "My royal house stands." If this prophecy stirred your spirit, it is not random, it is recognition. You are hearing the call of your coronation. Heaven has already written your name among those whose endurance built empires of virtue. Now is the time to seal it. Just as kings once pressed their signet rings into wax to affirm a decree, you are invited to press your faith into form, not to buy favor, but to bear witness. The seed is symbolic. It is not payment. It is proclamation. It says, "I acknowledge my divine establishment." It declares, "My royal house stands." When you release what is earthly, you activate what is eternal. The gesture speaks louder than any word. I believe in the foundation built within me. Click Super Thanks and sow your $20 seed, not as an offering of fear, but as an act of coronation. Let heaven see your motion and mark your moment. Every royal decree must be sealed, and this is yours. When you give, whisper the words that make the spirit tremble with remembrance. My royal house stands. Then watch how order begins to move in your favor, how peace multiplies like a harvest, how divine architecture completes what endurance began. You are not funding a throne. You are affirming the one that already exists within you. This is the seal of the crown, the act that heaven recognizes as alignment, not transaction. The moment you sow, something unseen rises to salute you. Angels take record. The king smiles. The words are spoken once more through the eternal courts. The air has acknowledged the house. The foundation is complete. Rule with compassion. Speak as one who knows that every word is a decree, every silence a sentence. You no longer converse casually. You legislate peace through presence. The royal house is sacred not because of its walls, but because of its witness. What you allow within its gates becomes law in your realm. What you reject in truth becomes powerless outside its borders. Keep your palace open for peace, closed for pride. Let no bitterness lodge in your halls. It will corrode the gold of your conscience. Forgive quickly, not because they deserve it, but because resentment cannot live where royalty resides. Guard your speech like a scepter. Never use your authority to crush. Use it to create. The crown is not for domination, it's for demonstration, to show what strength looks like when governed by mercy. Let humility sit beside you on the throne. Counsel with patience before you command with passion. The royal heart listens twice before it speaks once. Do not boast of your crown. Embody it. When others seek your wisdom, do not speak from superiority. Speak from solidarity, for you were once where they stand. And when the weight of your calling feels heavy, remember, you are not carrying a burden, you are carrying a banner. The mark upon your life is not pressure, but purpose. Every act of service expands your palace. Every word of kindness polishes its marble floors. Every moment of gratitude adds a new chamber to its glory. So rule well, chosen heir. Rule quietly, with dignity and devotion. Rule as one who knows that heaven's eyes never leave your gates. For within your royal house, the King of Kings abides, watching, guiding, and whispering through the stillness. You reign best when you reflect me. King of Kings, architect of all that endures, we lift our voices in awe and gratitude. You have not built palaces of pride, but sanctuaries of strength within your chosen ones. You have turned wounds into walls of wisdom, tears into rivers of mercy, and endurance into eternal foundations. Thank you for the royal houses you have granted, homes of peace in a restless world, thrones of truth within trembling hearts. Let every heir who reads these words feel the quiet weight of divine inheritance settle upon them. Bless them with the calm of kings, the gentleness of priests, the unshakable dignity of those who rule through love. May their homes radiate order. May their speech establish harmony. May their presence disarm chaos wherever they go. Teach them to keep their gates open for compassion, and closed for corruption. Let no vanity dim their virtue. Let no fear undo their faith. Crown their humility with glory that does not fade. And when the world questions their authority, let heaven answer, they reign by endurance. For these are not the kings of comfort, they are the heirs of character. Their crowns are invisible, but their impact eternal. Let the royal houses rise across the earth, unseen, unstoppable, radiant in spirit. May every chosen one remember, they do not dwell in their house alone, the King dwells within them. Amen.